Today, I want to talk to you about the 5 most common mistakes people make when they are starting their replacement window shopping journey. So, there are tons of videos and information out there on window specs and energy ratings, but no one is talking about the replacement window shopping experience. Well, I'm going to help you so that your journey isn't terrible. Hi, friends, I'm the Wacky Window Woman. I'm not a contractor. I'm not trying to sell you windows. I'm just a regular homeowner who needed new windows. I've collected quotes for my home of 12 windows from 9 different companies. I've sat through the demos so you don't have to. Be sure to see the Wacky Window Woman price comparison chart in my website. I'll put a link to that chart in the description and comments below. I am hopeful that this video will help save you from falling into some of the pitfalls that a lot of people fall into, and then later on they look back and they realize, oh gosh, I wish I had done more due diligence, or I wish I had understood windows better. So let's think about this. Did you know that studies show that the reason most people drop out of the window buying experience is due to confusion? Yeah. And maybe you yourself have been confused, or maybe you're confused right now. That's the purpose of the Wacky Window Woman YouTube channel, to help educate people about windows and specifically replacement windows, and even more specifically, the smart way to shop for replacement windows. Okay, now for the 5 most common mistakes people make when shopping for new windows. These are often areas where salespeople might mislead you a bit, because after all, they are trying to sell you windows. Think about this. If you go to Walmart and you buy an air fryer and you don't like it, they have a standard return policy. And as long as you follow their policy, you can return the air fryer if it doesn't fit your needs. But if you buy replacement windows and you don't like them once they're installed, you're not getting your money back and you're not getting your old windows back because they're in a dumpster somewhere. So getting it right the first time is crucial. Okay, are you ready for the top 5 mistakes people make when starting their replacement window shopping journey? So here we go. Mistake number 1, assuming you have to sit through a long sales pitch to get a quote. One of the biggest mistakes homeowners make is assuming that they have no choice but to invite a salesperson into their home for a 2 or 3 hour window demonstration just to get a price. That's how window companies have been operating for decades. They insist on coming out, doing a long, high-pressure presentation, and trying to close the deal before they leave. Many homeowners put up with this because they think it's the only way, but it's not. The reality is, modern window companies that truly understand today's consumers offer virtual quotes. These companies recognize that you don't want to carve out hours of your time or feel trapped by a hard sales pitch. Instead, they make it simple. You can send pictures, measurements, and details about your home, and they'll provide you with a clear, written quote, all by text, phone, or email. No awkward in-home meetings, no pressure, and no gimmicks. If a window company insists that the only way to get pricing is by coming into your living room and giving you the full sales treatment, it's a red flag. Today's technology makes it easy for companies to quote jobs accurately without ever having to step foot into your home. Look for companies that respect your time and offer flexibility, transparent quoting options. You deserve to shop for windows on your own terms without the stress of high-pressure sales tactics. Be sure to see the Wacky Window Woman chart to learn which companies offer virtual quotes. And here's a hint. The number 1 company on the list, they do offer virtual quotes. Okay, mistake number 2, setting your budget before you understand what windows actually cost. So one common mistake people make is deciding on a strict budget for new windows before they really know what windows cost or what options are available. This can lead to frustration and disappointment because windows vary widely in price depending on materials, energy efficiency, style, and installation complexity. When you set a budget without exploring the market, you might accidentally rule out windows that would be a better fit for your home's needs or energy savings, simply because you didn't know they existed or thought they were too expensive. On the flip side, you might also settle for the cheapest option without realizing the long-term costs of lower quality or higher energy bills. The smart approach is to first gather real quotes from reputable companies and learn about the different features and benefits of various window types. Once you have a clear picture of what's out there, you can set a realistic budget based on value, not just price. This way, you're making an informed decision instead of guessing, and you're more likely to be happy with your purchase for years to come. And all of the companies on the list do offer financing. Okay, mistake number 3, assuming that the big brand names are always the best windows. A lot of homeowners automatically think that the most popular big name window brands must be the best choice, and that's just not true. While those companies are well known, their windows aren't necessarily the highest quality or the best fit for every home or budget. In fact, many of the lesser known or regional window brands offer excellent products with great energy efficiency, durability, and style, often at a more affordable price. These brands can provide more customization and flexibility to meet your specific needs without the premium price tag attached to the big name logos. The key is to keep an open mind and evaluate windows based on their actual performance, features, and warranties, not just their brand recognition. Sometimes the best window for your home comes from a company you've never heard of, and that option might save you money while still delivering great value and good quality. Okay, mistake number 4, putting too much emphasis on the frame material rather than the glass, which is the MVP of window performance. When shopping for replacement windows, don't get too caught up or put too much emphasis on the frame material, which could be vinyl, wood, fiberglass, or maybe composite. Don't overlook what actually impacts energy performance the most, the glass. While the frame plays a role in durability, style, and maintenance, the glass package is what determines how well your windows will insulate your home, block UV rays, and help lower your energy bills. So here's the truth. You can have the most premium frame on the market, but if the window has outdated or the low-grade glass, you're not getting the performance you paid for. The real power lies in the features like low-E coatings, double or triple pane construction, and gas fills like argon between the 2 panes or the 3 panes. These elements are what keep your home cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, not whether your frame is made of fiberglass or a fancy composite. Today's Energy Star 7.0 certification standards place a heavy focus on glass performance, and for good reason. Advanced glass packages do the heavy lifting when it comes to energy efficiency. So before you get all locked into a decision based solely on frame type, ask for a breakdown of the window's full energy performance metrics. Focus on the whole system, especially the glass, because that's where the long-term comfort and cost savings really come from. Okay, so the last mistake, number 5, assuming all installers are created equal. So mistake number 5 is assuming that all installers are created equal. This is a big one. People think, well, as long as the window is good, the installation really doesn't matter that much. But the truth is, a great window installed poorly will perform like a bad window. You could buy the most energy efficient, structurally sound, beautifully engineered window on the market, and if it's installed by someone who cuts corners, uses the wrong materials, or doesn't follow the manufacturer's guidelines, it won't perform the way it's supposed to. It might leak. It might fog up. It might not open and close properly, and worse, poor installation can void your warranty. A lot of the companies outsource their labor or use subcontractors to get paid by the window companies, meaning the faster they install, the more they make. That's not always a recipe for quality. You want someone who takes their time, follows best practices, uses the right foam, flashing, screws, sealants, and treats your home with care. While you're getting window quotes, always ask, who's doing the installation? Are they employees or are they contractors? How long have they been with the company? Are they certified by the window manufacturer? Don't assume the installer will be just as good because the salesperson seems nice or the showroom is fancy. Good installation is everything. Don't overlook it. Make it one of your top questions when evaluating any window company. Ask them specifically if the installers are certified by the window manufacturer. Okay, there you have it. Be sure to see the Wacky Window Woman price comparison chart on the website. I'll put a link to that chart in the comments and description below. I have had 9 window companies into my home. I've sat through the demos, so you don't have to. And then regardless of where you choose to buy your replacement windows, tell them that the Wacky Window Woman sent you.